Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to another video. Today's video is going to be a chill video, man. I've been going real crazy the last few days, man. If you've seen the last few of my videos celebrating Songkran here in Thailand, then you know that I have no words because it's just too crazy. The last 3 days, mate, crazy, man. Like, I've met so many new people, celebrated Songkran Festival, which I've never done before in my life. We're going to talk about that in this video as well. And I just had a lot of new experiences that I've actually never had before. And it's just so sick, man. And this goes back onto my point, which I always keep talking about in my videos, which is why it's just good to take a risk. Because I always just think in the back of my head, when I celebrated Songkran a few days ago, I went to a private networking meeting last week and I met a load of other digital nomads and expats out here. Like, there's a lot of people out here, man. And it always just makes me think, when I have these opportunities and new experiences, damn, shit, I would have never been here. I would have never experienced this if I didn't decide to take that risk when I was back home, living in my mum's place, you know? Like, every single time I have a new experience or just something new happens, I always just have that thought in my head, which is like, damn, like, I'm only experiencing this because I decided to, work hard when I was back at home, take a risk, believe in myself, and just go after what I want. Because if I was like back home and I was like, oh, nah, CBA or it's too hard or I'm scared, I would have never met all the people I've met so far. Like, I've made some real good memories with some new friends, new networks, new actual friends. Like, a lot of stuff has happened, man. So yeah, it's just crazy, but cool. The last few days, so as you would have seen in them videos, Songkran lit. Like, let's even just break down Songkran. So Songkran is, for those of you who might have not seen my previous videos, make sure you go watch it after. We be getting super lit. What Songkran is it's Thailand's New Year festival celebration. If you're a Thai person here watching this, correct me if I'm wrong. Songkran is a festival where you celebrate entering a new year, because you got to remember that the calendar here in Thailand is different to the calendar we would use in the West. So even the year technically is different. But I don't know too much about that, so I'm not going to talk on things I don't know. But I do know Songkran is a New Year festival in April, because that's when the New Year is in the Thai calendar, as opposed to January, which is our official New Year back home in the West. The festival is like a celebration to kind of cleanse yourself of your, I would like to say, spiritual sins, and just kind of cleanse your body and cleanse your energy, your spirit, from all the stuff you've done, right or wrong, over the past year. And you cleanse yourself as you head into the next year. And that's where the water comes from. But usually, from the Thai people I've spoken to, over the last, say, decade, it didn't used to be this crazy in terms of like everyone spraying water and buckets and stuff like that. It used to just be more family orientated, a lot more kind of spiritual led, because obviously here the largest religion is obviously Buddhism, which is amazing, and the culture here is very strong as well, which I really respect. So what they will do is they'll go to different temples, and local Thai people will put water on the actual statue of the Buddha in the temple. They'll also put water on their family members, like their elders, and cleanse their hands. I think it's the feet, maybe, I might be wrong, but maybe not, more so it's of the elders, people who are older than you, like your older brother, your dad, your mum, your grandparents, and stuff like that. Now, in the latest kind of 10 years, I would like to say, as you know, social media and things have been growing, more people have been finding out about the festival. It's just kind of grown into this massive, like, I don't want to call it a water fight, because you got to remember the religious meanings behind it. Like, let's not just say it's just some anything, because it's not. It's very big and it means a lot to Thai people. You got to respect that. Yeah, it's just grown into like a massive celebration, more than just it is definitely about the religion. That's the kind of foundation of it. But like, it's grown so much that so many people from other countries and cultures want to come and get involved, is what I'm trying to say. And it's grown so much to the point where it's like a massive festival now, whereby roads will be blocked off. Everyone, as you see in the past two videos, has guns, buckets, dashing so much water on each other, and it's like a massive water fight. But we're not going to negate the religious reasons behind why we celebrate Songkran. I now celebrate Songkran, and I respect Thai culture always. But the festival in itself, like, I can't even articulate it. It's so crazy, man. Like, it's nothing. I've never experienced nothing in my life ever like Songkran. Like, I'm from the UK. We have Notting Hill Carnival. I'm Caribbean as well, so that holds a big place in my heart. Once a year for 3-4 days. But here in Thailand, like Songkran goes on for time. It goes on for ages. Like here in Bangkok, we was mainly celebrating, I want to say, over the past 4 days. Um, but in Pattaya, when I went on that Soy 6 video, it wasn't even like the main Songkran day. Like you saw how crazy it was, and it wasn't even the main day. The main day is this weekend in like the next 4 days, like the 18th, 19th of April. That's when it gets super lit in Pattaya. So that means that if Bangkok started last week, Pattaya's not starting to the end of this week. That's like a 2-week holiday, which is crazy. I don't know if it's an official like public holiday. I know it was here in Bangkok for the long weekend, but in Pattaya, they be getting lit. They be getting crazy. And that's another reason I could not live in Pattaya. I could not stay. I got some friends. I don't know if you've seen one of the previous videos I made as well when I was on that yacht party. Like the person who invited me, shout him out, man. It's my boy Leo. We're actually boys now. He lives in Pattaya with like his friends and stuff like that. But I say to him every time I see him, bro, I couldn't do that. I couldn't live here. I just couldn't. Too much distraction. Like at least here in Bangkok, like you can, yeah, there's a distraction, but there's a certain type of energy. Everyone here's creating content, or there's a load of content creators or people just other digital nomads doing their thing. But in Pattaya, yo, it's just too crazy. Just too crazy. Like how I perceive Pattaya is that everyone would go there to party. I went there to party 3 days ago. Me and my boys, we got a villa. We just went dumb. It was just crazy, man. But yeah, in today's video, I just wanted to explain about Songkran, and what I really want to talk to you guys about is how to make friends moving abroad. So like over the past 2-3 videos, so the Songkran videos you see me put up, everyone in that video, apart from one person, is new that I've met in the past 7 days. Like they're new friends. Like all these guys here from the States, you see me with my boy Dante, who was with me in the last video, who was filming for me. Like that's a new friend that I've made. And so far to this day, I've only known him like 6-7 days. But we've been leveling and speaking so much that that's my boy now. Do you know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. It's not often you get to network and meet new people unless you're in a position like this. Like if I was back at home, Dante's from Florida. From Miami, Florida, lives in Denver now. When else would I have seen him or crossed paths with him? Ever. Probably never. He probably wouldn't have come to the UK. I damn sure wouldn't have been coming to Denver, Colorado. Do you know what I mean? Or if I went to Miami, maybe, but on a holiday vibe. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I probably wouldn't have seen him. So was it hard for me to meet him as a friend? Not really. We both got invited to go down to a private networking event last week on a Tuesday, and it was with another American guy who's got his own studio out here, and he's really like redesigning a garage currently that he's got here in Bangkok, and he's making it into his own content studio where there's going to be like a yoga studio, dance floor, recording studio, podcast room. Like it's crazy. Like he showed us, we went in there, obviously he's renovating everything. That's the word I'm looking for, renovating everything new, because obviously like it's a garage that he's converting. But the space itself was just crazy, man. Like when I went there and I got invited, I didn't even get invited to go. I was with my boy Zay. You seen the video I done with my boy Zay, and Zay was like, yo, I'm going out later to this networking event. You trying to pull up? I'm like, shit, why not? Like, why the hell not? Imagine all these people I can meet. And I met about 12 other digital nomads straight. I got some videos, got some content with some of them. A few of them I'm still in conversation with now, putting me onto game about different things, helping me learn and grow and develop. So my lesson of the day is that you need to put yourself out of your comfort zone, because like, let's break that down now. My boy Zay, I went to his crib to do a house tour and we made some content. He could have invited me and I could have said, oh no, I'm not trying to come. I don't want to go to the networking event because I don't know anybody, or because everyone there's going to be from the US and I'm the only boy from London, da 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 da. All these excuses, yeah? But then you always need to think about the opportunity cost. Like when Zay said to me, do you want to pull up? I immediately thought of the opportunity cost. If I go, I could meet all of these new individuals. One conversation could change your life. And honestly, that has happened to me already. I'm not going to speak about it too much yet, but the conversations I've been having over the last few days definitely changing, again, the trajectory of my life. If I said to Zay, oh, no, I'm not trying to go because I'm scared or because I don't want to meet this person, so on and so forth, I would not have been in the position that I'm in now. You got to think to yourself, what is the opportunity cost? What opportunity could I potentially miss out on if I don't go and do this thing? Even little things, again, me deciding to move abroad. What opportunities could I potentially miss out on if I said no and I declined the offer to move? And I was like, nah, I want to stay here in my mum's crib. Nah, I wouldn't have had as much of a network as I have now. I wouldn't have had as much life experience as I had now. I wouldn't have had as much memories and made as many friends as I have now. Like all these different things that you get exposed to just by being on the other side of taking that risk. Me saying I want to go to that private networking event is because I knew in my head that I can leverage this opportunity and meet new friends and build new networks and make new connections and learn new things, which I literally have done all of those things I've just laid out to you. I've just been shooting content over the past 3 days with all these people from the States that I literally just met at this networking event last week. Do you know what I mean? So you really need to just try and come out of your comfort zone, especially when you're abroad, because you got to understand, right? I'm on my own here, for real. So why am I not going to take up every single opportunity that I have to go and network and meet new people and expand my friendship group and stuff like that? Does every person that I meet automatically become my friend? No. However, it's always good to just know people. That's all it is. Life is not about what you know, it's about who you know. So I want to know everybody. I want to connect and network and reason and talk things with everybody that I can, man. Because you never know how that one person can be such an asset in your life in the near future. Even my boy Dante, again, I met him at the private networking event. We literally pulled up at the same time, said like 2, 3 words to each other. He didn't know me, I didn't know him. It was a bit like standoffish a little bit. Then we went into the actual room now, and we just immediately cracked on conversation, man. Like we're just here talking bare for like 20 minutes. Half an hour's gone past. We're still talking, leveling. He's the same age as me. He's moved out here for a similar reason as me. He's looking to get into content. I'm obviously on this content game now. Like things just started aligning. And from there, he came with me and my other friend to Pattaya. We got the villa together. We made some crazy content. Yo, we just been having next level conversations, and that wouldn't have happened. I wouldn't have had that experience with my boy Dante if I didn't take the risk to decide to go to that networking event. Or moreover, furthermore, if I was like, yeah, nah, I don't want to move abroad anymore and I just wanted to stay at home, I would have never met someone like him or like the other people that I've networked with. So I think the lesson within that is you always need to think about, what is the opportunity cost? What is the opportunity cost? What could I potentially miss out on if I don't go and do this thing? If I don't go and be in this room? If I don't go and get on this flight? If I don't go and move to this place, this area, meet new people? Always think about, what is there that I could potentially miss out on if I don't decide to go and take a risk? And if I don't decide to go and take a risk and actually go forward with something. Me being there at this private networking event, I only knew Zay. Zay's a new friend of mine. I've only known him for about 6 weeks. Do you know what I mean? So I could have easily said, nah, I'm not really too comfortable. I don't want to go. But I would have never had the experience that I've had. Like, even moving away from my friend Dante, I met some other guys from the States called Dallas and Stacy. They was in my first Songkran video that I made because I was chilling with them for the day. I would have never met them. Moreover, I would have never made content with them if I didn't go to that private networking event. If I didn't go outside of my comfort zone and be like, yeah, I'm just going to go and meet some people. Fuck it. Why not? What do I have to lose, you know? Networking can change your life, guys, man. Honestly, it really can, man. But my cold tips to you, if you're really looking to network whilst you're abroad, is you need to build up your own value first. Like, if I can look back and reflect on what's allowed me to network and really build some solid connections with people being out here, it's just the fact that they can see that I'm working on myself as an individual. They can see that I'm putting in the work for myself. They can see that I'm going heavy on my social media every day. They can see that I'm putting out content, building my personal brand and just getting my name and brand out there. So now that they can see that, oh, this is this individual doing this specific thing, he's in this lane. Now I can resonate with him. Now I can connect with him. Now we can use each other, because there's nothing wrong with using each other. But that's just it. Everything is transactional at the end of the day. I've linked up with some other creators out here who want to make content with me because I'm like black guy from the UK who's moved out here, which is quite rare because majority of the black guys you see are from America. About 90% of them are from America. So you don't see many. So me being in the lane that I am, people are like, yeah, I want to get him, it would be good for content. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I want to use them for content as well. So like, you have to understand that everything is transactional. But the first thing I would say, honestly, is just put in the work yourself. I'm not going to say something like, oh, become a somebody, but you need to do the work yourself. Why is someone going to want to network with you when you don't have anything of value to provide them with? I now have something of value to provide people with because I've got my brand, I've got my social media I'm doing. Do you know what I mean? I got motion, to put it short and simply. But if I didn't have any emotion, or if I didn't have anything going for myself, or no one knew me, etc., would people want to still network and collab with me? Maybe, probably yes, actually. But would it go as far? Would it be as many people? I don't think it would have been if I hadn't been putting in the work myself, getting myself out there, making content every day, doing all the stuff that I'm doing now. Second thing that I would say to help you if you're really looking to network abroad is you need to just put yourself in some uncomfortable situations. Like me meeting Zay. I was watching Zay on YouTube before I moved out here. I've linked up with him now. We're boys now. When I first met him, it was a bit uncomfortable because he's from the States. I'm from the UK. We're different ages. Da, 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 da. I could have easily been like, oh, like, I don't want to continue like talking with this guy because we come from different walks of life. But hell no, man. He's my friend now. Like, he's put me onto so much. He's helped me with so much, vice versa. I've just leant forward into an uncomfortable position and made that uncomfortable scenario my comfort zone now. Before I could have been like, oh yeah, I'm nervous to be around Zay or whatever. But now that's easy. That's my boy. Let's go shoot content, bro. Right now. Get the camera out right now. Let's go right now. Do you know what I mean? So like, you need to just put yourself in uncomfortable situations because that's how you grow. Forcing me out of my comfort zone. I had to be confident when I was making content around him. He's a vet. He's been doing this for the past year. I can't be coming here like some rookie, like, hey guys, well, I couldn't do that. Do you know what I mean? You need to come with some type of energy about you. Even if it's uncomfortable at the beginning, you still need to do it. Being at this networking event, I was the only one there from the UK. Everyone was either from Thailand, had one guy from France who I networked with as well, or they're from the States. Most people there was from the States. I could have easily been like, oh, it's outside of my comfort zone, I don't want to go. But like I said to you before, what's the opportunity cost? What could I have lost and or missed out on if I decided not to go? All these different networks, people I've met, friends, etc., so on and so forth, just because I didn't want to come out of my comfort zone and go and network with people and meet new people. Networking abroad is not as hard as you think it is, especially if you're networking with another digital nomad or an expat or someone who's also relocated out here like you. You got to understand that you're automatically going to have something in common because you've both taken a step, you've both taken that leap. You can already par and relate on a certain degree just because of the fact that you've literally taken the exact same steps. Zay, my boys moved abroad. Dante, my boys moved abroad. I'm in that bracket as well. All three of us have something in common. Even if we've only met each other for one day, we've already got a common ground to conversate on and talk about. The fact that we all decided to take that leap and move abroad. So if you are really trying to network with somebody abroad, get out of your head. Don't overthink it. Just start talking to them and provide value first. It's the same principle anywhere. You can go back home in your current home country. If you're going to network with someone, you always need to still think about what value can I provide somebody else with? How can I help this person? And then that person's going to want to help me. You help first, always. You help first, always, man. These are some of the things that's really helped me to kind of expand my network, meet new people, and just build a solid network out here in Thailand, man. So far, I would say that I've got a solid network already. How can I say that I've got the man them out here? No. However, I've still got so many networks and like key individuals and actually some friends for real, for sure, definitely, that I've made out here that I can rely on, that I can get advice from, that I can go link up with at any point because I've done the hard work. I've been putting myself out there, letting people know who I am, what I do, etc. And then now it's been easier for me to go and network and build a connection with certain people, man. But yeah, guys, that's all for today's video. I wanted to just come here and recap with you guys quickly over the last few days what's been going on because it's been crazy. And I also wanted to just drop some game about my personal tips of how I've been able to network out here and meet new people because I've actually met quite a few people so far and it's good. So I wanted to just break down and give some practical advice about how you can just take that blueprint and do it yourself, man. So there you go. A word to the wise is sufficient. So if you actually take and implement the things I'm saying, it will definitely make a change in your life. As always, I had to get my one video out today. I'm trying to be posting every single day. I'm trying to be consistent. So this is what we got to do, man. First things first, every day in the morning, I'm coming out to film content. So yeah, man, you're going to see a lot more content from me. But yeah, guys, man, as always, 1% better every day. Smash it, be positive. Check the link to my description if you want to find out more about me and my digital nomad community. And I'll see you in the next video, man. Nice one.